Welcome.
Welcome to Spontaneous Thoughts with Mustachio and
Pedister.
We just wanted to, kind of sit down and share what we're thinking about some of our favorite things. As a matter of fact, I don't know if you guys have seen, but the Iron Fist show and the Luke Cage show on Netflix have been canceled. Why? I personally liked the Luke Cage show quite a lot. I wasn't sure I liked where it was going with him becoming like a crime lord thing, but...
Spoilers. There's always spoilers on Spontaneous Thoughts.
Yeah,
Throwing
I
it
can't
out
filter.
there.
I can't.
There will be no filters. I equally, I really enjoyed the last season they brought out of Luke Cage. I thought the dude who played the actor was like so good at it. I don't understand why they would cancel it. Iron Fist, I can kind of get. It took so long for like the show to actually get good. Like the season later on, like started out like I thought season 2 started out. Yeah, it's season 2, isn't it, or is it season 3? No, season 2. Yeah,
I haven't even finished season 2. I tried watching the first episode and fell asleep.
Yeah. So, but what I was about to say is, I thought that in the first little bit of the season, I thought it did okay. Like it was a bit more action packed.
Yeah.
Than other previous, like how they started the first season. But then it got like super dull, and then it got pretty good, and then ended. It was just like that.
I heard that there was like a lot of references, or like there was a trailer or an Easter or something for Moon Knight in the second season of Iron Fist. And if that's true, I'm actually super disappointed to see it get cancelled, because I would like to see what they were planning on doing with Moon Knight.
I don't know what Moon Knight is.
You don't know who Moon Knight is? Okay, Moon Knight. He is a vigilante who basically has the spirit of the moon in his mind or something like that. I don't know tons about Moon Knight. He's kind of like a Batman-esque superhero. He's got gadgets and...
Oh, really?
Yeah, he actually, I believe, works with the Black Widow in the comics during the Age of Ultron storyline.
That's cool. I honestly, I didn't focus on that, so I didn't really notice it being like a thing. Yeah, like...
And for Luke Cage, I don't know. I liked, and more importantly, I liked the scenes, because there was like a few episodes where Danny Rand showed up on, the Immortal Iron Fist showed up on Luke Cage. And I personally think if both shows are to get canceled, why not just put them together? Do the Heroes for Hire series.
Yes, I thought it was cool how he came over, and it wasn't just like one episode, it was quite a few that he came over for. You actually seen him use his powers and how they actually like work together, because like the first fight they had, like, the Immortal Iron Fist punches Luke Cage just like right in the face, and it was, but now it's like you see them fight and they're actually using that as a weapon.
Yeah, they kind of do like a co-op teammate where they just send off the blast radius, and Luke Cage uses his own body and hands to try and deflect the blast of that impact around them. It was really cool to see.
Yeah, it was awesome. I'm super sad. I know I heard, I think, was it you telling me that people were protesting? Yeah, it was you telling me that people were protesting the Iron Fist show being canceled, because they just
there's been quite an uproar on the internet. I'm not sure how far they're gonna get, or if they're getting any traction.
I kind of doubt it. If they've made up their mind to cancel the show,
I mean, other shows have been canceled before and then brought back because of
people's voices were heard, which is cool. I want to
say that Brooklyn Nine-Nine was actually canceled.
Yep.
And then brought back.
It wasn't like it was canceled and then left. It was canceled, and then a couple weeks, I'm pretty sure it could have been as long as a month, another television company like picked it up, but like the season wasn't even done being aired on TV.
So the whole being canceled thing did not last long. And actually, Firefly, one of my favorite sci-fi shows of all time, was canceled. And they ended up getting a movie to wrap things up.
Which is cool. I like that. That was kind of like Prison Break. Spring Break was never canceled, but they ended the show before they brought it back again because everyone thought that show was awesome. They ended it literally with like the last episode being the movie. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
I like when a show wraps itself up. When a show runs too long and leaves way too many loose ends for me, I get sad because I've invested so much time and never got to find out what the fuck happens.
Totally. Oh, totally.
What do y'all think about Superman quitting?
Yes. That makes me so sad. I really thought that the actor who played Superman, Henry Cavill, thank you. I thought that dude poured his like heart and soul into the role, and it really showed.
The amount of physical work that guy did to get in shape for the Superman movie. I have a hard time getting up off the couch to get my bag of chips.
Yes, dude.
That guy is dedicated.
Oh my god, I know, and he actually has a dog named Cal.
Does he?
Yes, he has a dog named
cute.
Cal.
I did not know that.
That just to me that kind of shows his dedication to the role.
And actually, when the original movie was coming out, Man of Steel, Henry Cavill, decided to play a little social experiment to see if putting glasses on could actually hide you. And he did. He put on just regular old glasses and street clothes, and few people recognized him.
Wow.
It actually worked to disguise him.
That's kind of cool.
Isn't that kind of cool?
I didn't think that would actually work. Because when you see it in movies and no one ever is like, it was like, oh, it's Clark Kent. And it's like, give me a break. Like, you could totally tell that's Superman.
It's even more painfully obvious in the new Man of Steel, in my opinion. I mean, Clark Kent is fucking buff in that movie.
Oh my god. And then the only thing he had was his glasses.
Right? He even wears like a little rolled up shirt and like it's a little tight so that way you can see his fucking Superman pecs. Yes. But that's not Clark Kent. But I still really liked Henry Cavill's portrayal.
Yes. Let us know down below. Like, did you even know this was the thing? If you did, your thoughts on it? Because I think, speaking for both of us, it's super sad that, it hasn't really been official yet. I was reading that Warner Brothers have not, released anything saying they're releasing him or he's officially quit. So he could easily turn back and be like, yeah, I'm still Superman, which is awesome because everybody wants that.
Yeah, I would be happy to see that. I think he deserves more money, and I think he does.
Yeah, we actually didn't say the reason if people didn't know, if you want to say.
So, from what I've read and heard and gossiped about during this time is that he is quitting because he does not get paid enough money. And that Wonder Woman gets paid a significant amount more than he does. I'm not saying she doesn't deserve the money. She's worked really hard for the role. She does a great job of portraying Diana. Yep. And Gal Gadot is an amazing actress, but I don't think it's fair for anyone on a team show like the Justice League, where especially Superman, who carries such a weight on that show, gets paid less. It just doesn't make sense for the star of the Justice League to not make as much money as someone else.
You do a show like that, when you do the Justice League, you can't do the Justice League without the Flash, you can't do it without Batman, you can't do it they all need to be together to be the Justice League, which makes me super salty that they didn't have Green Lantern in the Justice League, which I'm going to touch base on very, very shortly. So I heard that, and everyone has probably heard this, so this is probably nothing to no one else. But
it's actually news to me. I just found this out from him today.
That the original director of Justice League, he created it where there was an Iris West. And if you guys don't know who Iris West was, the Flash, that's his future wife, more or less. The Green Lantern, either he was actually in it, or he had more references and more cameos to be in the movie to say that he was coming.
Instead of just the 30 seconds that you get to see him and then he dies.
Yeah.
In the way back in the day fight.
Oh yeah. And so what ended up happening was this Zack Schreider, I believe that's how you pronounce his name. Like directed the movie, and he made it so far, and then he had a family incident, so he actually had to stop. Like he could not physically continue doing the movie.
Do you know what that family incident was, by chance?
No.
I heard his daughter died. Which, I'm gonna be honest with you, if that was me in his shoes, I probably would not be doing anything for a while either.
Yeah, even if it is like as bad as that, I 100% agree. Like, I ain't gonna be going to do directing any movie at all, really.
Probably just a wreck.
Yeah, oh yeah, it'd be bad. But then, so he, like I said, he left for, if it was that family incident, then that. And then they brought on either it was the producer or the director, I can't 100% remember, from the Avengers.
Josh Whedon.
Yes, but he wasn't the director because it was the Russo brothers, I thought, directed the Avengers. So he had to have been the producer.
He was to do with Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay.
And
I thought
maybe the first Avengers. I'm not sure.
I thought it was the Avengers. That's what I thought. Guardians of the Galaxy would make more sense to me.
Yeah, he does the Guardians. No, James Gunn does the Guardians.
That's what I'm saying. I think he's a producer.
What the fuck does Whedon
Let us know down below what he does. We know he was the guy who jumped over and the Warner Brothers gave him it was like $50 to like $100 million to finish the movie. And what he ended up doing is he basically rewrote most of the movie and redid it, which was ridiculous. That was like he redid the movie and he took out Iris West, he took out the Green Lantern, like his references in there, and I'm sure there was so much more he took out.
I heard he might have cut some of Gordon's scenes.
Yes, also, yes. That dude got so jacked for that movie and then just...
And he was a great J. Jonah Jameson, same actor.
Yes.
From the Raimi trilogy.
Yes, so... Yeah, and then it was supposed to come out as deleted scenes, or an extended cut version, and everyone asked for it, but it never came out. So we'll never actually really know what's out there, which is super sad.
Disappointing. I mean, if there's a great Justice League out there with the Green Lantern, the founding members, right? Like, fuck, why is Cyborg in the movie? Is that a diversity thing? I mean, there's Black Green Lantern, dude.
I know. Yes, that is.
And he's a great Green Lantern.
I muchly agree. I don't really like Cyborg in that movie. I thought he was I thought he
he's
did
a Teen
good.
Titan. Why the fuck is he on Justice League?
I know.
Right? He's like one of the original Teen Titans. Why?
Yeah, but we're just gonna cut out him and throw Cyborg in. Right. So that was my small bit. We're gonna jump over to that one over there.
The Venom, and then we picked that particular image because we're also doing a Spider-Man playthrough, and you can use that Spider-Man outfit in the new game. That is the Scarlet Spider.
Really, if you guys have not seen the playthrough, go back to the channel. We're doing a 100% playthrough of that. Many other games as well. But anyways, the Venom movie just came out 2 weeks ago.
It was good.
It was good. I really, really liked it. The ratings I've seen online of a couple friends of mine who I know went and watched the movie, and they, for some reason, really enjoy rating movies on Facebook. Just it's not even for anyone. They just literally go and type, "Oh, this is how I thought. This is how I would rate it." One guy rated it. It was like an 8 or 9 out of 10 for being an action-packed film, which I kind of thought was a little high.
Yeah.
I just thought there was a bit of a build-up to it.
There definitely was. There was a couple moments when the beginning, and I know when they're building the character.
It's the origin.
Origin story, fucking build up, but there's a couple moments where I was like, okay. Hurry the fuck up with this. I already know who this guy is and what he's about to do.
Yeah, oh totally. And then he also rated it being a 5 out of 10 for a Venom movie.
What? So it's an 8 out of 10 for an action movie, but a 5 out of 10 for...
I kind of get the rating a little bit, and I think more, to me, my rating would be the build-up to the movie. And I kind of didn't mind the build-up, too, because it wasn't like in the original Spider-Man series with Tobey Maguire. In Spider-Man 3, the dude becomes Venom, like Eddie Brock becomes Venom when he works at the Daily Bugle.
Which is a little closer to the comics.
Yeah, and like this movie, he's like well past it, and he's actually doing his own thing, which is cool. And they made him seem like way more of a badass guy, but I like he was still a reporter, which was cool. But I just think the way that he was built with all the tattoos, and to me, it just didn't seem like an awkward reporter. I guess that's the best way I'm gonna say it.
I mean, spoilers. He does get fired, so I guess he is a bit of an awkward reporter.
Yeah, he just the body type doesn't seem like it fits the reporter role. But I understand him being Eddie Brock. He's a reporter.
He's Jack too.
Yeah, he's huge.
But actually, I would have liked to have seen Eddie after he becomes a veteran, because in the comics, Eddie Brock goes to war.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
you were telling me about that.
And he comes back without legs, and then the Venom symbiote actually lets him grow legs, basically out of Venom, and lets him be Agent Venom, and he becomes an anti-hero. And I want to say that it's Eddie Brock who goes into space with him in the comics, and actually becomes like a guardian of the galaxy, and like you get to learn more about the species. I want to say they're Clintars, but I could be fucking up the pronunciation.
Please don't judge too hard.
And if I am, please feel free to throw down what they're actually called down in the description. But I hope they touch a little more on the fact that he is an alien. Like,
yes, I thought too. Like when he became Venom, I really thought it was like he was super funny, and he was like he really had his like comedic moments in it, which was cool because like Venom being like an anti-hero or more or less kind of a villain, really, you usually don't see that. And then him to Tom Hardy throwing his own, I guess in a sense, his own twist to making it a bit more funny is kind of cool.
Venom's a huge...
Yeah, he's a big deal.
He's funny in the comics, though. Like, actually, like, once he starts... Fun little fact in the comics, Venom actually gets all the rage purged out of him when he goes back to his home world. And he kind of becomes a bit of a more peaceful creature. But, they always have used humor, the Venom series, when it's his own series. When he's Spider-Man's villain, he's not quite as funny. Like, he doesn't rely on humor as much. So it was nice to see that if they are going to do this whole no Spider-Man Venom world, that they're going to go and utilize some of his humor and some of the points we don't get to see as much when Spider-Man's taking the role. You know? Because Spider-Man, unfortunately... He's like, when he's in a movie, it's really fucking...
It's about Spider-Man.
It's about Spider-Man, right? And I feel like it would have taken away from the Venom experience. Cause
yeah, see, to me, when I watched it, I didn't see any reference or hear any reference to Spider-Man in that movie at all. So, and I know usually it being a Marvel movie, they'll make some kind of reference of where it's going. And the end credit I really enjoyed. It got me really excited.
I was pumped. I really like the actor they've chosen to play, Cletus Cassidy. And if y'all know who that is, you'll know why I'm pumped that he was the end cameo.
Yeah. We'll leave that. We don't want to spoil the whole movie. We'll leave it there. It's, overall, I mean, I would probably give that movie... I would say maybe like a 7 or an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, it was a solid 8 for me.
Yeah, for me, I would be a bit higher if it were to be able to build up. The build up to me took a while.
And they did spend a little long developing Eddie's character and the villain's character, because I feel like they were focusing on him a bit. I actually found the villain to be almost too stereotypically evil. Like, I get that he was supposed to be like the villain who had like a goal for humanity and he wanted to like elevate us or whatever, but like he came across as actually not caring about us at all. where I feel like they tried to make him seem like he wanted to build a better world or a better civilization kind of thing. And then as soon as the symbiotes came along, he was all like, fuck humanity.
Yeah, no, that's kind of, yeah, it's pretty spot on, I think.
Right? All of a sudden he like did a 180 and no longer cared about anyone or anything besides the symbiotes.
Yeah, no, totally. Yeah, I don't have much more to say about Venom. Do you? I would recommend watching it. If you guys haven't seen it,
watch that. You'll do yourself a favor. Honestly, I really loved it. As a person who's recently getting into Venom comics, it was really cool to see just where they're going with it and like the humor that the comics have been using for a while now with this Venom character. And it was nice to see the different side of him.
100% agree. I 110% agree. I thought, I thought the movie was pretty well done. I mean, obviously, it being an origin story, you guys got to give it a little bit of a break. It's like it takes time for its build up, like any other origin story. I remember hearing that about Batman vs Superman. Everyone hated it because it was so slow and there's no action, but didn't realize that it was the beginning of the Justice League. Like it's the origin of the Justice League, which in action movies I don't think has ever been done. It's done in like cartoon version, like awesomely, but yeah, like it's. Like in live action, it's an origin story, so it takes a little bit. So you guys got to watch it. Keep that in mind, but you will not be disappointed about the movie. Me and him both. I sat behind him. We were just laughing and howling. No one else really was, but we were pretty sure we pissed a lot of people off.
I was probably laughing the hardest in that movie theater. I got the jokes. They were good. I thought they were well timed. There was good references in there. I don't know. It worked for me on all kinds of levels.
Totally. Yeah, I think that's it for me.
But I would love to see Spider-Man and Venom in a movie together.
I'm sure it will happen very soon.
Especially, I'm just saying, Far From Home, Venom's an alien. I know I'm wishing too much, but you know.
It's true. Maybe that could be the reference to Spider-Man's black suit.
You think that's where they're going with that?
You never know. I mean, there's a little too much red for it to be a Venom suit, but...
Yeah, damn, I just saw the Spider-Man while we were online. It's the same kind of suit design, but different.
It's identical suit design, but it's like the blue on but black.
And there's no less red in the arms, too.
Well, okay, identical to a point. Same style. Let's put it that way.
I mean, all Spidey suits are style.
Hate you so much. Okay, so this has been Punisher. Hope you guys enjoyed this little thing. I would love to do it more often if you guys want to hear it, I guess.
Yeah, if you enjoyed our random thoughts, our spontaneous thoughts, let us know. We'll do a few more of these. And if there's anything you want us to talk about or to share our spontaneous thoughts about, why don't you throw it down in the comments?
Or if you have a question about what we just said too.
Yeah.
Anything. We generally do reply to most and any comments. Maybe in the future we'll try to, spotlight a couple.
Yeah, that'd be fun. If there is enough interest in comments and questions, we could always do a whole
video.
A whole video. Yeah, I was gonna say a whole little segment on just your guys' questions, but we could do a whole video.
Yeah, most definitely.
But we've said goodbye twice now, so this is the last time. Goodbye.
7 times the charm. Camera's over here. Awkward.
Peace.
See you guys later. Hope you guys enjoyed, and hope to see you in the next one.